What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new brief news coming at you Counterpunch rapid style because I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this topic. You know, Eddie Hearn still states that Jarrell Miller can still possibly fight Anthony Joshua. And, you know, last week I made a video and I started to post it, and I was like, you know what? I just decided not to post it because of the content, and the video was my desire for Anthony Joshua to still, to this day, fight Jarrell Big Baby Miller. But it's funny how things change in the sport of boxing. You know, it's a technicality because when he took those tests, his license was suspended. So he technically has to apply for other license in another sanctioning body to be considered if he wants to. However, maybe one hand tells the other hand what they're doing in that situation, so it might not work anyway. But besides that, that's all speculation. You know, loopholes are loopholes, I get it. But at the end of the day, I really wanted to see Anthony Joshua fight Jarrell Miller. I wanted to see what the mouth versus the bite was about with Jarrell Miller. I still want to see it. I'm like this. If Anthony Joshua says, hey, you know what? Put his ass in the ring. Do him like De La Hoya did Vargas. Because that's exactly what happened. Vargas was juiced up, dude. Vargas was ripped. He was strong. He was powerful. He had an edge because he was dirty. I mean, he still got beat by De La Hoya. You know, De La Hoya being great, Fernando Vargas being very good, still was beaten by the better fighter. Later, he tested positive. I think it was for heightened testosterone. I can't remember what it was, but it was a performance-enhancing drug that he was on. Obviously, you could tell by looking at him at that time. He was ripped. But that told you something about Fernando. Fernando really wasn't confident that he would beat De La Hoya naturally, you know, and I think that was really the only fight that he chose to pop dirty with because of the way he looked. There was a definite difference physically on how he looked. Now, if Jarrell Miller was able to continue the shit he was doing, he might have been ripped up looking like a bodybuilder himself of all the substances in his body. However, you know, there could be a way if they could still make that fight, market that fight, with him getting licensed from another sanctioning body, because after all, Anthony Joshua does have 3 belts. You know, and they can make it like, hey, for reduced pay, or like instead of the 6 million, maybe give him 3. You know what I mean? Make sure he's clean up till the date that he fights by giving him a drug test every 3 days or so to make sure, have his ass looking like a heroin addict going in there. You know, and then seeing what he could do at that point. Because believe it or not, guys, if you take something at a certain time, that is going to be towards your conditioning for a later date. Because it's still in your system, because it's the result of taking that drug, doing what you're doing. So if he was in the gym working out, he was still under the influence of the drugs at the time. Okay, so it'll still work as an influence to him. It's still an advantage. He just won't be like super juiced up because he won't take his whatever weekly dosages or however the hell he was taking this stuff. So, but no, I would love to see Anthony Joshua getting in shit. And it's only a win-win from Anthony. See, Joshua, if he fights him and he loses, well, you were cheating anyway. But if he fights him and he beats him, it's like, damn. Joshua beat this dude even though he knew he was juiced up. Joshua would get extra juice because Miller was on the juice. But yeah, you know, but anyway, like I promised, I won't spend too much time on it because it's just speculation. You guys tell me what you think of Anthony Joshua still fighting Jarrell Miller despite the drug allegations and the drug usage. Of course, please subscribe. You guys been Counterpunched. Peace.